Welcome back to Warren Chat Reviews, everyone. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. So, I recently acquired the Trilogy for the Mimic collection. And I'm going to be reviewing all three films, starting with the first one here. The videos will be their own reviews, so 3 videos incoming, folks. First one for Mimic, the Director's Cut. Now, I gotta say, this movie is by far the best out of the trilogy. The original is a good one. Guillermo del Toro did the directing. He is much like Tim Burton, a kind of he's where Tim Burton is a visual spectacle director. Guillermo del Toro is a visual monster director. He really does a good job when he does monster movies. I mean, Guillermo del Toro is a master of the macabre when it comes to monsters and stuff. Mira Sorvino, who is the main female in this film, the lead, and Jeremy Northam, they did good job with the acting. This movie, the theatrical cut is an hour 45. So this movie is about 7 minutes extended. And in those 7 minutes, you actually gain a little bit more appreciation for the story. They extend it in very good ways. They don't put anything that is tedious in it. One nice thing in this movie that was from the director's cut was, in the theatrical, you see that they're trying to get pregnant. The main characters. They're trying to start a family. Well, in the theatrical cut, they never go further than a failed pregnancy test. Where in the director's cut, they expand on that scene and they show a delayed result. So yes, it is a great little additions here and there. Also, a wonderful thing about this film, when you are doing horror, you can't have plot armor except for the leads. So when you are doing a horror movie, you gotta set up the rules and break a lot of them. So this one shows a dog getting eaten. Not killed, but eaten. It shows kids two kids get slaughtered in this movie. Because they agitated a very dangerous area where the creatures were. They don't show the kids on screen getting slaughtered. However, they do show it in a way that is in no uncertain terms that this thing was, or that these kids were killed. So, I do like when they actually go there in certain ways that show you that there is real stakes in this film. And the practical effects are where this movie really does shine. The digital effects are quite dated. However, back then it was what it was. But the practical effects of the creatures were so freaking great. Charles Dutton in this film is also freaking great. He plays Leonard. He's a MTA guard for the transit. Giancarlo Giannini, who played Manny. I think he's no longer with us, as his photo here is black and white. He played a nice little role. Lasted about 3/4 of the movie, but then bit it, unfortunately. Alexander Goodwin, who played the boy Choi. I would actually think that kid may be on the spectrum, or what they consider the autistic spectrum today. He's very limited in what he says. However, he also does a lot of imitation with his spoons, when he hears the creatures or sees them, funny, he calls them Funny Shoes or Mr. Funny Shoes. And when the creatures are doing their clicking and sounds, he can mimic it with the spoons. I haven't seen that done in so long in real life. But yeah, this film is a great horror film, and the another female character who played Remy, who was Alex Karamzi, did a good job in this. F. Abraham played Dr. Gates in this film. Josh Brolin, Thanos, was in this film, but Thanos got killed by a beetle, or rather a roach, or an evolution of a roach. And I absolutely love how they explain this. They were bred to die out. They were bred sterile. However, released in a non-vacuum, they were able to evolve. And you can't think of it over years, you got to think of it over generations, that these things in 3 years evolved to what they were through generational breeding, which was quite interesting as well. So the science in this movie is actually quite interesting as well when you look at it from that perspective. Overall, this movie is not perfect. It is a bit dark, so that the special effects don't bog it down with how terrible they are, but you do see some really bad special effects in this film. This was made in 1997. It says 1998, but this was released in 1997. Get off that. But yeah, overall, I do enjoy the film. From an objective standpoint, this film is about, I'd say, a 7.9, just under an 8. However, subjectively, I think that this movie, with the director's cut, is about an 8.9, full point up, because it really is good. I really do enjoy it. Yes, the special effects are where this movie suffers. You got good acting. You actually have, what's his name, from Boondock Saints, Norman Reedus, play a part in this movie. A small bit part, but he's still memorable in it. This movie keeps you intrigued. It's a horror movie. It keeps you on the edge of your seat going, oh my god, what are they going to do next? Oh my god, don't kill it. Oh no, no. Kind of stuff like that. I haven't seen this movie in years, man. Years. So, yeah, not since it's come out, but around, I think I've seen it, maybe 10 years ago? So, yeah. And I hadn't seen the director's cut, but now that I've seen the director's cut, it's definitely an improvement. Where the director's cut would put it more at a 7 or a 6.9, or theatrical cut would be that. The director's cut actually puts it at the 7.9 to an 8 mark, because it just adds that little bit that gives you a little extra that is not too much, but just enough to make it expand on the story. So yeah, that's my review for Mimic, the first of the Mimic trilogy. Thank you all so much for tuning in. If you like this video, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. What did you think of the movie Mimic if you have seen it? Have you seen the director's cut with the extra 7 minutes? Let me know all your thoughts, folks. This has been Orange Hat Reviews. Have a wonderful day, and always remember, stay humble.